Let's can some potatoes together. I got my Yukon Gold here and we're going to pressure can these. But the first thing is that we are going to prepare these. I'm not canning these today. If there's one thing that I learned from my mentor is that she told me, do things in steps. You don't have to do everything all at once. That was a game changer for me because I felt like I had to do everything and it would stress me out because I had so much going on. So this way, we're gonna clean these up, we're gonna dice them, and we're gonna put them in cold water in the refrigerator with some citric acid, and they're gonna just chill there overnight, which is fabulous because most of the starch will get absorbed in the water and we can rinse that out, and there'll be less starch in our potatoes, which I appreciate. So yes, so that is what we're gonna do. We are going to prepare these so that way I can can them tomorrow. Because it's Friday tomorrow. And I don't have anything going on a Friday night. Just me and my potatoes. We're gonna be canning potatoes on a Friday night. Because that's what I do now. But anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean these potatoes and we're gonna cut them into 1/2-inch cubes. And then I'm putting them in my pot of water here. And I'm gonna stick this in the refrigerator with the lid on there, citric acid, and then it's just gonna chill in there until I am ready to can them, which is gonna be tomorrow. So let's do the first step and prepare them. We got all of our potatoes washed. We do still need to peel the skin off because the skin carries a lot of dirt, bacteria that can interfere with the canning process. So we want to make sure that we peel these, and then we're gonna add 1/2 cubes into some water. Got that right here. We got some water. And then we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of citric acid. So that way the potatoes don't turn brown, they stay nice and crisp. If you don't have citric acid, you can always use lemon juice, that will work too. So let's get these peeled up. We'll put them inside of our pot of cold water, stick it in the fridge, and then we're canning potatoes tomorrow because it's Friday night. And what else are you gonna do on a Friday night? You're gonna can potatoes. All right, let's start peeling the potatoes. So as you can see, the skin is really, really paper thin, like a normal potato skin that you would see when you purchase it from the store. And the reason why is because these did not have enough time to cure to create that thick skin. All right, so after I peeled the potato, I'm immediately rinsing it off, checking for any brown spots. I don't want any flaws, any bruising, any green spots. I want it to be perfectly white. So, and then I'm gonna be cutting it immediately into those 1/2-inch cubes, like that. I'm sticking them into the water immediately to keep them from browning. Not gonna hurt anything if they're brown, but it does make them look better after you can them and showing like, oh, look, my beautiful potatoes are so white and beautiful. So again, citric acid, we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon. It's gonna go right into the water, and that is going to help it from not browning while it sits in my fridge overnight. My mason jars in the dishwasher, they're gonna wash tonight, so they're gonna be all sterile, ready for tomorrow. That's the 2-step method. That is what I learned. Mrs. Kemp taught me that when you do everything in steps, it is so much easier. You're not overwhelmed. So I had to research how to do that. I didn't know how to do that. I had to research how to do these things in 2 steps. I thought you had to do everything all at once, and I felt rushed, and there was such a process. And so when I realized that I could slow down, when I slowed down and realized that I could do the 2-step method, it just made everything easier. I enjoy the process. I wasn't rushing through it. I felt like I had to have my whole kitchen, all the counters cleaned off because I was gonna be using up all my dishes. Everything was gonna be super busy. And I realized I don't have to do that. I can do the 2 steps. So I did some research. I realized, okay, I'm gonna put all my potatoes in a pot and make sure they don't brown. I'm gonna keep them in the fridge. They're gonna stay nice and cold, so they're already prepped and ready. So all I have to do tomorrow is I need to add my potatoes to the jar, add my pickling salt, and put it in the pressure canner. The pressure canner is its own process, so that takes some time. So even though tomorrow the steps are easier, the pressure canner takes like 90 minutes, plus it can take a little time to cool down, and so that takes time too. So that's the 2-step method that I was taught, and I'm so grateful for that because it changed my life. I didn't have to rush through the process because I actually really enjoy this. It's been therapy for me. This has been truly life-saving for my mental health, and so I don't take this process lightly. I enjoy every step of the way, and with that wisdom I was able to do that. And so thank you, Lady Kemp, for inspiring me, helping me, encouraging me, and just pushing me along the way, and just helping me realize the little steps that I needed to do to make things enjoyable. So thank you. And so look for part 2 tomorrow. I'm gonna be canning all these potatoes, my homegrown potatoes, Yukon Gold. I think my last video I called them Yukon Jack. They're Yukon Golds. And so we're gonna be canning these up so they can be shelf stable. And I will actually show you the process of my potatoes that I made last year and canned them. I will show you the process on how to make mashed potatoes with them. And you can also air fry them, and you can bake them. There's so many different things that you can do with canned potatoes. So, and it's quick and easy. So if you want a 20-minute dinner when you get off work, this is the way to do it. Make your life easier, still feed your family good stuff, and enjoy the process.